there, wig lover. This is Heather from CysterWigs.com, and this is the tale of 2 reviews of the Bennett wig by Tony of Beverly. Now, I am currently on the road, or whatever. I'm visiting my fiance in the United Kingdom, and the weather is terrible this time of year in the winter, and it's very windy outside. I promise this has a point. So I had to shoot this video 3 times to get the review I wanted. So this is the final installment, but I'll probably show this to you first. This is the indoor shoot. I also did 2 outdoor shoots, only one of them was actually usable. But I will splice in footage from that review as well, so you can see what this looks like in natural, really nice outdoor lighting in a really luscious setting with terrible audio because the wind was just whipping everything around, including my microphone. But let's get down to it, shall we? This is Bennett by Tony of Beverly. This is an extremely popular luxe, lush wig. It is very, very straight. She has some very slight texture at the bottom, just so that it doesn't hang mousy. But all it does is give it just a little bit more definition of the layering here at the bottoms. She is overall a very straight wig. The color on Bennett is called Silverstone. It is a luscious, beautiful, sandy gray color. It's a bit like a medium sandy blonde that had the ash cranked up to 11. Very lovely color, and I will show this to you in more detail in the outdoor shoot because it really shows very nicely in the natural lighting. But let's talk some specs, and then I'll give you some details about this cap construction, and then we'll switch to the outdoor shoot. The bang on Bennett is 4 to 4.5 inches long, so for me, I can't wear it straight down. I would have to sweep it off to the side, but you know what? She looks good either way. She comes with a really nice hand-tied lace front that is extremely natural looking. I will zoom in on that in a moment as well. But because of that, it's alright to sweep it off to the side. It will look natural either way. Bennett has a 100% hand-tied cap, so you can part this wig anywhere you want. She also has very nice natural hair density. So for all but the most petite wig wearers, this probably will not need to be thinned. And in fact, try washing it first before you take thinning shears to it, because it's a hand-tied wig. It will settle a bit more and be a little bit more sleek if you wash her. I find this hair fiber very slick but very natural looking. It does have a bit of a sheen in this really bright indoor light, but again, wash it once and it will probably look a lot more natural. The feel is extremely natural. The denier of this fiber is very light. It's very similar to the John Renault fiber in that regard, or European hair fiber. Very lovely synthetic fiber here. The nape is 14 inches. So this is a long wig, but it's not a boob hugger. She's just long. The sides are 9 to 11 inches. Again, heavily layered, so it depends on where you're measuring, where that measurement's going to end up. The crown down is 7 to 8 inches, again, layered. And the overall length on Bennett from the tip of the crown down to the bottom of the hair is approximately 22 inches. Now, this is an important bit of information. The weight on this wig is really nice. It's a 4.27 ounce wig. This is really lightweight for a wig with this luscious length and texture. And it's indicative of not only the lightweight qualities of a hand-tied cap, but also the fact that the volume and density of the hair in this cap is extremely natural. Bennett is kind of unique among hand-tied long wigs, not only because she's so straight, but also because the layering cut into Bennett is extremely subtle and very long. In a lot of wigs with this kind of hand-tied texture, the layering starts around the chin. On Bennett, it starts below the clavicle. I'm 5'8", so that will be even lower on someone who's a little shorter. So this wig is very subtle, very natural, very classic looking, very chic, but yet sort of girl next door. That's why this one's so popular. Plus the cap is extremely deluxe, and I will show you that in just a moment in the outdoor shoot. But this wig gives excellent side coverage, even on someone like me who has an average large head. Look at how little of my bio hair is visible on either side of that wig. Now I've got it tucked up under a wig cap, but still, usually for instance on Jon Renau wigs, this whole part of my sideburn from like here down is visible. I don't really get complete coverage. It just kind of goes to show that every wig company uses a slightly different head form to create their wigs. So they're all gonna fit a little different. I mean, as if shopping for wigs wasn't tricky enough, there's just one more thing to consider. But the Tony of Beverly head form for their hand-tied caps has excellent, glorious, beautiful sideburn coverage for somebody like me. I love these Tony of Beverly wigs. That's why I was so excited to offer them, and I wanted to make sure that when I reviewed them, I did them justice. So I figured being a little thorough by reviewing them multiple times was probably warranted. I can't say enough about how impressed I am. Plus, I love the Silverstone color. It's kind of delicious, especially for a gray. This is a very beautiful, multi-tonal, highly multifaceted sort of gray. It's just really luscious. Now, if you do decide to buy a wig that's as straight as Bennett, I'm going to advise you to do the same thing that I advise everyone who buys long, straight synthetic wigs. Carry a wide tooth comb around in your purse because you're going to want to use it to gently straighten out that hair, and start at the bottom and work your way up to the top. But this wig is kind of glorious. I will zoom in on the lace front really quick before I call it a day and show you the outdoor portion of this video. I've got a lot of light shining on this lace front right now, and you can see that those knots melt right into my forehead. I mean, that is a beautiful contoured lace front. It is pre-cut, will not need to be trimmed at all. Goes temple to temple. Now you will see that there are these little pockets where the seams are. That's completely normal in most lace front wigs. And if you've got a marker you want to use to sort of color the fabric part of that in, please feel free. But I mean, the hair falls right over it. So unless you're wearing the hair off the face in a really dramatic fashion, that won't become visible. And you will have the same problem with even Jon Renau hand-tied wigs. It's pretty common to have a seam right there. I love this wig. I love it. I think it's beautiful. I love the light density of it. I love the way it moves in the wind, which you're going to see in just a moment. And in fact, let me just go ahead and show you that footage so that way you can see how gorgeous Bennett still looks in this color outdoors on a balcony overlooking the bay at Babbacombe Beach in the United Kingdom. And folks often ask me, hey, do you know of any nice hand-tied long wigs that come in gray? And there aren't very many answers to that question, frankly, because not many gray wigs are offered in longer styles. But one of the best answers on the market is Bennett by Tony of Beverly, which comes in the color Silverstone. So I decided I was going to go ahead and demo Bennett in that Silverstone color. This color is a really gorgeous gray. As you can see, it's not a super dark gray, but it is extremely natural looking. You've got hints of this lovely sort of light golden brown, little hidden kisses of caramel in there. And then you've got this sort of ashy gray on top of it. It's like a ashy dark blonde almost. Gorgeous color. It's got a bit of warmth, a little bit of ash, gray ash in there. Just beautiful color, and it's the same color all throughout the wig. Since I've got Bennett off my head, let me go ahead and tell you a little bit more about her. Bennett is 100% hand-tied, has a beautifully made cap, hand-tied lace front, hand-tied monofilament top, It has a hand-tied back and sides, though it's not very stretchy, honestly. None of these Tony and Beverly wigs have much give, so if you have a really large head, stay away from their hand-tied wigs. But for everybody else, including me, oddly enough, when I cut my hair, they fit like a glove. These hand-tied wigs fit very securely. It has an extended felt nape with Velcro adjusters. Let me go ahead and show you the polyurethane on the ear tab. It's also right above the tag at the nape. It's on both ear tabs there. You can use that spot to add adhesive if you like, but you don't have to. Unlike silicone, this won't stick to your bio hair if you have some there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put Bennett on and then we'll talk some specs. So this is what Bennett looks like on. Let me show you what she looks like on all sides. This is a great wig. This wig has a very loyal following. It is pretty well known in the wig world as being one of the best hand-tied wigs out there. Beautiful layering all throughout, very natural looking, has very natural hair density, especially due to this hand-tied cap. But it's really lovely and kind of fashion forward for right now. These sort of sandy grays are really in. Oh. This wig is really magnificent. I love the bang cut into this one. She moves really well. I feel like Beyonce with a fan with this wind blowing. And as you can tell, I'm not wearing a wig grip or anything, so she's staying pretty secure on me. So even though I've got a large head, there's no slipping and sliding. I whip my hair back and forth and it still stays in place. This is a well-made cap. I am kind of in love with this. So I'm Heather. I'm from CysterWigs.com. That's CysterWigs.com. And until next time, I hope you have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.